Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for having great patience to listen some incredible startups today. Um, we're going to talk more about AI is not just delivering promise, but it's actually giving the real outcomes. And I'm going to talk more about how it is giving the real outcomes. So I want to start with this simple question. How long does it take to increase 10% of the recycling content usually? Any guess? Anyone? Few months, years? So let me tell you, at least a couple of years. And if you had more suppliers, the process becomes much more complicated and the length increases. Today, R&D, we know, overall in the product development cycle is spending more than 30% of their EBITDA, which is significantly large. Not only that, they're spending months and years to do the development of the products. Across the value chain of polymers, right from the raw materials to the applications, the process has been traditionally driven, which is very cost and time intensive, which we think can be optimized, which we think can be made more sustainable. So we believe that sustainable innovation doesn't need a fancy lab. It all starts with your own data. You start with a very basic, good data management infrastructure, and then you build on top of that. And I'll tell you how. So very proud to announce together with Meraxis our joint partnership for sustainable compounding. Meraxis was facing tremendous challenges in terms of finding the right targeted properties for their recycled ingredients and formulations. The challenges were multidimensional. One, they had to support multiple suppliers, vendors, and also they had to keep the price in check. The problem with the feedstock of recyclates was their delivery was inconsistent, which means that the properties were downgraded, degraded from the prime, and also, along with those degraded quality, the quality was not consistent enough. So Maxis came with a problem. They gave us around 20 data points. They asked us to do some magic with AI. And the very first thing that we did was we used that data to generate insights, because that's a basic fundamental layer of building an AI model. So we build the interesting insights, correlated properties, ingredients, and the processing parameters. And then we fed it into our AI model. We use metadata, we use insights, and we modeled to give these predictions. So these are largely mechanical properties, as you all can see here. And when we evaluated the results, we were over 95% in terms of accuracy. You can see we have predicted values and measured values and the deviation. So on an average, around 5%, there's one property which goes above. But overall, it caused significant impact to the customer. They were able to achieve more than 95% accuracy with just 20 data points. What does it mean? It means that you don't need millions of data points to run AI models. We increased 10% recycling content, which essentially saved them more than 50% of development time. They were able to push down the development from earlier 7, 8 months to 3 months. So what is Polymerize? So Polymerize is a system of intelligence. We help companies with data management, analytics, and AI engine. Now in AI engine, we have two game-changing components. One is the properties prediction. The other one is the formulation prediction. So properties prediction is where you input the ingredients, and our platform will predict the properties. And the inverse prediction or the experiment prediction is where you define the objectives that you want to achieve, which is more like going to the chat GPT and telling, hey, give me the recipe for optimizing the tensile strength around this range. And our platform, not using large language models, but using physics and statistical models, and also our domain-guided models, are able to predict the whole experiments for you. We are a Singapore-based company. And today with me, I have Dr. Abhijit Salvikar, who's my co-founder and CTO. And these are some of the customers that we have across Asia and a couple of European and US customers as well. As of today, there are more than 600 plus R&D teams using our product across multiple industries. So together with Polymerize, in the entire value chain, we will help you become more sustainable, not just for the raw materials, but from raw materials to the end user applications. So with Polymerize, you can accelerate your innovations. I'm very excited to be here And I will open up for questions now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kunal. Big round of applause.